Our speakers today will include Dan Glad, President of the Web.com Tour, Tom Wedzik, Board of Trustees for the Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine, otherwise known as LECOM, and Web.com Tour member and local Bradenton resident, Danny Walker. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Dan Glad, President of the Web.com Tour.
Thank you, Justin. It's so exciting to be back here. I think a little bit about the last time we were here is June 4th. A very short time ago, we announced what was the Suncoast Classic, and we had some remarks to say we knew the community would embrace the tournament. Testament to Justin and his team, the work that's already underway. And it's so exciting to be back in such a short period of time to make today's announcement. To have a great partner, Tom, thank you for being here today, with Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine. They've been a great partner of the PGA Tour and the Web.com Tour, and we're pleased to announce that this event will now become the LECOM Suncoast Classic. I'm sure many of you are familiar with LECOM here in the community. As I mentioned, they've been a great partner of ours. Dr. John Ferretti, Dr. Sylvia Ferretti, Dr. Anthony Ferretti. They've just been wonderful with our event up in Lake Erie, and I know they're committed to making this event wildly successful. They've signed on as a 5-year title sponsor, which gives us great optimism for at least the next 5 years. As we like to say, we like partners for life. So it's the first 5 years, but we're excited for that. And for those of you that have not yet been to a Web.com Tour event, you know, what you can expect to see out here is the next wave of PGA Tour stars. We've had a tremendous success and momentum for this tour. The last couple of years, the players that have played on this tour, we've had 18 players that graduate and go right on to win on the PGA Tour. We've already seen it this year. 2018 graduate Cameron Champ has won on the PGA Tour. So when you're out here in just a few, I guess, weeks now or month, that's the kind of competition you're going to see. Justin mentioned you're going to hear from Danny. He was our medalist at our final stage of Q School, a resident here. He'll talk a little bit about the golf course. And I just want to mention, along with Danny, what an exciting class we have that's going to be here playing at the LECOM Suncoast Classic. You've got names like Andy Zong. I was just with him this morning in Orlando on the Golf Channel. This young man played in the US Open at age 14, youngest person ever to play in the US Open. He'll be here in the field. You've got players like Doug Gim, who last year at the Masters was the low amateur. He'll be here in the field. You've got, I mean, the list goes on and on of types of players that are going to be here. So we're really excited to have LECOM come on board as our partner. We look forward to a great tournament for years to come. And with that, I'd like to just welcome up Tom Wedzik, Board of Trustees for LECOM, to say a few words.
Hey, good morning. It is a real pleasure to be here. And Danny, I might say that I had a son who was once on the Nike tour and told me all about Q School. And Q School might be as difficult, folks, as getting through med school. Am I right? Is that when you start to feel the heart up here in the throat?
It's a lot shorter, but...
Yeah, well, I understand it's shorter, but it's harder. It's just as hard, rather. Let me take 1 minute, please, to introduce a couple of our folks who have come over from our campus. We would have had several more of our faculty here, but they actually have to work a little bit because we have the middle stage exams coming up, and we got to prep for all of that stuff. But I do have one individual, one of our deans, and that is Dr. Tim Novak, who is the Dean of the School of Health Service Administration. Dr. Tim, thanks for coming over. And in front of him is one of those that you introduced, Dr. Anthony Ferretti. And I've had the honor of knowing Anthony for a lot of years. We were high school classmates, actually. He's made it a lot bigger than I have. But Anthony Ferretti is the Associate Dean of Clinical Education Emeritus. And for those of you who don't know what the meaning of the word emeritus is, it means you're getting old. That's what he told me. Okay, and lastly, and certainly not leastly, is the general manager of our new radio station here in the Bradenton, Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch area, and that is Mr. Jim Schaffner, the general manager of SRQ 106.9 FM. Playing music from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I was told to tell this or I'm going to get shot and fired as a board member, but anyhow, and that's it for the commercials. Now, I came in excited about this, about the opportunity for us, and frankly, being here on this golf course and seeing the crowd today, I'm even more excited. We do this up north right now in Chautauqua County in New York State, and it's a nice venue, believe me. But I'm seeing more people here for a press conference than some of the Thursdays of watching the actual golf event, and this is exciting. People in the South are welcoming, and you folks are showing it right now. And Lakewood Ranch, when I first visited here in '02, when we were looking at the ground and having the groundbreaking at the school, which opened in '04, I looked across the street and saw pasture land with steers and cows, and I'm going, really? Medical school? Well, thank God a couple people had vision. The Ferretti family and the people that were the designers and builders of this vision of Lakewood Ranch. So I thank all of you. Why are we excited? Why am I excited? I'm an excitable person. A couple people told me to break a leg, and actually I cracked some ribs the other day playing pickleball, so I could actually break a leg. And that's no joke, it really is. What are we excited about? We're excited about our continuing partnership with the web.com. It's been a great relationship up in New York State. We're excited about the new partnership with a great host organization, Global Golf Management. These folks have been in the business for years. They know what they're doing. And when you can partner a brand of LECOM and a brand of Global Golf Management and this venue, that's exciting stuff. Why do you do this? Why do you become a title sponsor? Well, there's probably 4 components of why you do it. One, it's the business, our business, and creating an awareness of what LECOM's about. 2, it's building our brand and continuing to build our brand positively. 3, it's enhancing the quality of life in this community. And 4th, it benefits charities from the tournament, one of which is our scholarship fund, but there are other local charities involved as well. And by the way, when I mention those 4, I don't mean to mention them in the order of importance or priority. Because to me, the bottom line is, the more revenue we can raise in this event through sponsorships, through pro-am entries, through ticket sales, the more revenue that we derive, the more we give back to charities. And to me, that's the bottom line of what this is all about. Let me address each one of those components briefly. The business part. Some of you, I would say most of you, probably don't know that LECOM, in its 25-year plus history, has become the largest medical school in the nation. Think about it. Nation, yeah. That's a Ferretti vision and execution. Another one that I never believed could happen, but it has. And we continue to lead the nation in applicants. Whereas a lot of the applicants nationwide are starting to decline, we don't. We continue to attract quality students to our campuses. We are the only academic health center in the osteopathic profession. We have 4 campuses, one in Erie, Pennsylvania. Its headquarters are where it all started in August of 1993. Its first classes. One campus in Greensburg, Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh, on the campus of Seton Hill University. And right here in Lakewood Ranch, Florida, our fastest growing campus, to a point we're probably going to be expanding the dental school because it's busting out at the seams. All great stuff. And then we have a new campus starting in 2020 in Elmira, New York, on the College of Elmira campus. Doctors of osteopathic medicine, dentistry, and pharmacy all strive to help patients achieve a high level of wellness. They focus on the entire person, promoting health and the prevention of injury and disease. And there's a critical shortage of physicians in this country, and medical schools like LECOM play a vital role. So LECOM's business mission, when you think about it, is very similar to that of a web.com tour. And you say, really? Why? Well, let's take the medical student. Starts his classes, he goes to a lot of classes, he studies his brains out for years. And I mean works at it. I've seen these kids. There's not a lot of leisure time for them. It's year round. And then they take exams, and then they do their clinicals. And then finally they're called doctor after 4 years of hard work. Web.com players. Danny, I'm gonna guess you don't just practice a half hour a day and say, let's go have a few beers, guys. You work and you work and you practice till there's blisters on your hand. Let's hit 500 more balls, Danny. I don't like the short game, let's work on it. So you practice hard to do what? To achieve the next level. And oh, by the way, and Dan alluded to it, there's a lot of professional football players, a lot of professional baseball players in numbers, 1,500, 2,000 in the major leagues in the NFL. 144 of these guys hit it every week. 144 of the PGA guys hit it every week. 288 out of a lot of million golfers. These guys are not the minor leagues. It's for one putt and one break. They're at Cameron Champ. When these kids go out there, they win. So these are major league tour players. You come out to see them play, you go, wow. You see how far he hit it? You see how close he hit it? Hope he made some putts too, but okay. And that's what it's all about, a putt or two, and all of a sudden they're on the tour. So the analogy, I got this kid working to become a doctor, and I got this kid working to become the elite. He's elite now, but he wants to be the elitist. So we like it. We like the comparison too of we're all about wellness. I don't want to be standing next to him for a picture because he's trimmed, he works out. I built this body without ever working out, by the way. Anyhow, but we both prepare our members to be the best they can be and perform at the highest levels. That's what it's all about. What about branding? The branding association is important to us. The level of talent that will be here at the Suncoast Classic is as good as you'll ever see it. We love the brand association. LECOM challenges in Erie, and now we have the LECOM Suncoast Classic. A brand is like a promise. LECOM promises its students the highest quality of education, excuse me, and it delivers. The PGA Tour promises its fans and sponsors a fun, family-oriented, well-organized, and enjoyable event. Not rowdy either, by the way. You've never been to a golf event, it's all quiet. We couldn't be more pleased with the partnership and the brand association. What about the community? Well, since 2004, LECOM has been part of the Bradenton, Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch community. Our campus, its student body, its faculty, and the administration continues to grow here. We believe strongly in giving back to this community that supports LECOM. We were pleased to put our name on the historic LECOM Park, which is the home to the Pittsburgh Pirates spring training and the Bradenton Marauders. I've also announced that we've also purchased the SRQ FM station. These partnerships help enhance quality of life here on the Suncoast, both for the residents and businesses of this community, and for the entire LECOM family that is based here. Charities. One of the attractions of the PGA Tour is its commitment to charity and giving back. It's another element of the positive brand association. We are pleased that a portion of the charitable proceeds from the LECOM Suncoast Classic will go towards our Student Scholarship Fund. Earlier, I mentioned that there's a critical shortage of physicians in the United States. The cost of medical education is extremely high. LECOM is one of the lowest cost providers of medical tuition in the nation for private institutions. But nonetheless, those kids are going to graduate with a lot of student loan debt. This tournament, along with other events that we have in the community, help raise money for our scholarship fund and for the other charities that will benefit from this. So in closing, I want to reemphasize why the sponsorship. We firmly believe that the LECOM Suncoast Classic will build our business awareness, It will build our LECOM brand, and it will contribute significantly to the Bradenton, Sarasota community by providing financial support for student scholarships and other Suncoast charities. Thus, we say, why not the scholarship? Thank you very much.
Tom, thank you. Not only is it exciting to have LECOM as our title sponsor, it's also refreshing and motivating to hear someone with such passion in their voice and excitement for this tournament. So I just want to say thank you again. Looking forward to a terrific partnership with such an engaged title sponsor in LECOM. Before I introduce Danny, I'm just going to go over some housekeeping notes, give you guys a little bit more information on the tournament itself, just kind of get everybody aware of what's going to happen tournament week. Just give you some details, hopefully answer a lot of questions of what to expect from the LECOM Suncoast Classic. With our tournament week taking place February 11th through 17th, we're actually the first Web.com Tour tournament on United States soil, which means we'll get a great group of players who are eager to play golf on a new tournament course in a warm weather climate. I think everyone is happy that they'll be here that time of the year and not somewhere else a little bit further north. With the level of play on this tour, I can promise everyone this will be an exciting event. Tom and Dan already alluded to this, but it's important to note that this is a PGA Tour event, and it's a major professional sports event for this area. This is going to become a must-attend community event every year. And our tour, our tournament, it's not old school golf anymore either. It's a new exciting product that offers something for everybody. And I'll go over a few samplings of the events that will take place during tournament week. So on Tuesday, February 12th, we'll actually be hosting a women's executive breakfast in partnership with the Lakewood Ranch Business Alliance. Our official Pro-Am tournament will take place, sponsored by Short Par 4, will take place on Wednesday, February 13th, with the opportunity to actually play with not one, but two Web.com Tour golfers. New initiative, the tour has started last year for a tournament. Now we're going to roll it out on most of the tournaments this year. So any groups playing in the Pro-Am will tee off with one pro for the front nine, and then they will switch to a different pro in the back nine. So that'll be exciting to have the opportunity to golf with two different players. So the actual tournament begins on Valentine's Day, Thursday, February 14th. Stay tuned as we'll be announcing some upcoming Valentine's Day ticket promotions in the next couple of weeks. Round 2 will take place Friday the 15th. The third round on Saturday the 16th, it will be our family fun day. So this is where we really want to make it clear that this is an event for everyone. This whole week is open to everybody. We'll have a junior clinic on site that day. We'll have a kids zone set up, and the kids zone will stay set up through Sunday as well. And after the round concludes on Saturday, we will have a post-round happy hour and other activities going on as well. And then the tournament concludes on Sunday, February 17th, and we'll crown the first ever champion of the LECOM Suncoast Classic. So one of our goals for this event, like I mentioned earlier, is make it accessible and fun for all different types of people. Even if you don't follow professional golf yet, there's going to be something for everybody to do at the tournament. Unique food and beverage options, bar setups throughout the course, craft beer garden, unique seating arrangements, and interactive activities for all ages. And kind of along those lines, talking about tickets, general admission tickets are only $10 per day, so affordable for every type of person. And you can actually purchase a weekly pass for $30. Every kid 17 and under gets in free every day, not just on Family Fun Day. And then we're also offering complimentary tickets to all active duty and retired and military and first responders each day. So lots of opportunities to get in and see a great product and have a lot of fun that week. Update on online ticket sales. Since we wanted to wait till we announced LECOM as a title sponsor, we will launch ticket sales hopefully online sometime next week. We're working through that process right now. We'll obviously be advertising that fact through all of our different channels. So those will be on our website, at our new website, starting right now, called LECOMSuncoastClassic.com. We also have a partnership with Bell's, where they'll be offering tickets for sale at 7 of their different store locations. We'll announce more dates and details on that soon as well. And then there will also be other opportunities to receive complimentary tickets courtesy of both Cadillac and then Tervis at their retail locations as well. For the folks looking for something a little extra, we do have some great VIP hospitality options as well. The 18th Green Champions Club, all-inclusive, sponsored by Conditioned Air. And then this area here, especially the outside area there, which is being built as our party deck, and that's sponsored by 1025 The Bone. For those people who are looking to get involved a little bit more with the internal tournament operations, we are still looking for more volunteers and also host family organizations. So we're off to a great start with volunteer signups. I believe we're up close to about 250 right now. I get exact numbers later, but for first year event, we'd love to have about 400 people. So anyone's interested in volunteering or getting the word out, that is a great thing to be talking about right now. I think our biggest volunteer need at this point are probably course marshals, if anyone's interested in doing that. Just a reminder, volunteers, they really are the lifeblood of the tournament, of any professional golf event. Without their help, no tournament would be able to operate. And again, I want to recognize Synovus as not only our volunteer program sponsor, but actually the very first sponsor of this tournament. So thank you, Synovus. I alluded a bit to host families. We are looking for not just families in Lakewood National, but anywhere close to this location to host some of our web.com tour players that will be in town that week. It's a great opportunity to help out a future PGA Tour superstar. So if anyone's interested in opening up their homes the tournament week, please let us know. Moving on to a few updates on the course itself. So for tournament play, we're actually flipping the 9s, which means that hole number 1 will turn into hole number 10, hole number 10 into hole number 1, and so forth. We are doing this as current hole number 9, which will change to hole number 18 for the tournament, represents a better finishing hole for the players, more room for hospitality structures, and then just the overall fan experience by being right there where everything else is going on. So just a central location. For those of you who will be golfing after this press conference, you'll no doubt see how outstanding this course is. I am biased, but I'll say it's in the best shape of any course in the area, and that's a huge testament to the course superintendent, Jamie McCroskey, and his staff. They've done a wonderful job. They've been great to work with so far. So it'll be both fun and challenging for the players competing next month, and you'll know what I mean when you start putting on the greens later today. I've mentioned several sponsors in my opening remarks, and in addition to LECOM's title sponsorship, we're extremely fortunate to have secured several other major sponsors, with many of them being multi-year deals, which is great for the tournament. I think that speaks volumes for the type of business support we're receiving from the community so far, for an event that honestly hasn't even taken place yet. With that being said, we still have some sponsorship and programs available, and now is really the chance to get in on the ground floor, grow with us, and just be with us over the next several years as we grow into a can't miss signature event in this area. One last announcement I want to make is in regards to one of our sponsor exemptions into the playing field. As a tournament, we have the opportunity to offer playing spots in the field to pros who wouldn't otherwise qualify for the tournament. So for our inaugural tournament, we're happy to announce that one of our exemptions will be given to former Lakewood Ranch High School, Florida State University, and web.com tour standout Seth Lauer, who's in the back of the room right now. Seth is currently attempting to work his way back onto the tour, and we're happy to help him in his journey. He's been a great ambassador for the tournament so far, so we were happy to help him out with this and look forward to him putting on a good show for everyone on the course in February. And to conclude, I just want to reiterate one more time, again, kind of what Tom talked about. We have a PGA Tour event in our area. As a community, we really need to rally behind that fact and spread the news about this event to everyone. Let's make this Bradenton, Sarasota, Lakewood Ranch's signature event for years to come. And honestly, we can't do that without everyone's help here today. And with that being said, I'm honored to introduce our final speaker here today, Danny Walker. Danny led Lakewood Ranch High School's golf team to 3 consecutive state titles in Florida, winning the 2A crown in 2011, 2012, and the 3A crown in 2013. He also won the Florida High School State 2A individual title as a freshman. In college, he started at the University of Virginia before turning pro last year and entering web.com Tour Q School, where he earned medalist honors and fully exempt status for the 2019 season. So please join me in welcoming Bradenton native Danny Walker.
So I didn't know I was going to be speaking until last night, so I apologize if it's not the best thing you've ever heard. I thought I was done with this kind of stuff when I graduated from college, but I guess not.
It's just beginning.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, well, I'm learning that. So I want to thank everyone for helping put this tournament on and bringing it to the Sarasota-Bradenton area. It's a special thing to be able to play an event like this in your hometown, so thank you guys again. I'm really looking forward to it. I live just down the street in Lakewood Ranch, no more than 10 minutes away. I went to Lakewood Ranch High School, like Justin said, so I couldn't be more excited to play this event coming up in February. It's a fantastic venue for a tournament like this. If you haven't played it, it's a great track, a mix of short and long holes. It's a course that can challenge the everyday golfer, and also pros like us on the web.com. So I think all the players are really going to enjoy it, as well as everyone playing today. So when I first heard about this event in June, when it was first announced, I knew I had to get into the field one way or another, just being from the area. And fortunately, a month ago, I was able to make that happen down in final stage of QSO out in Phoenix. Just to give a little bit of perspective of what that's like, it's the most stressful week of your life as a professional. It's a little bit like a week-long job interview, where if it doesn't go well, you have to wait a whole another year again to have another chance. So it takes a lot of not just preparation on your game, but also your mental attitude. You have to prepare for just how you're gonna react to a stressful week like that. So it's a lot of mental preparation, as well as just every aspect of your game. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing in February. Couldn't be more excited about it. And thank you all for coming out today.
Great job, Danny. Thank you. We're all very excited to see you play here in February, and hopefully LECOM Suncoast Classic serves as the catalyst and kicks you off to a long, successful professional golf career. So that'll actually conclude this portion of the press conference, or this portion of Media Day. Myself, Danny, Dan, and Tom will be available for photos and one-on-one interviews for whoever wants to do that following this event. We have lunch and refreshments set up behind us on the pool deck, so you'll be able to just go right through the gate over there. If you're golfing, feel free to grab some lunch on the way to your carts. I think we're going to want to get started here probably in about the next 15 or 20 minutes, so you have a little bit of time if you want to hit the range for a few minutes. There's also complimentary beer, courtesy of Budweiser and Gold Coast Eagle Distributing. So anyone who's taking the rest of the day off, feel free to grab some on your way out. I had to thank them. Make sure you head out to the course around 12:15, like I said, and staff will be able to point everyone in the right direction. For anyone wanting to hang out with Danny a little bit longer, I think he'll be here till about 2:30. If you guys want to get B-roll, if he wants to get B-roll or anything, he's going to be on the first tee putting green for a bit before he heads off to hole number 4 to tee off with a few groups. So that concludes everything. Thank you.